So, for my final discussion, I'm going to talk about life-changing moments. I know we've all had a few life-changing moments, or, well, maybe not since we're all pretty young. I know I've had my fair share of life-changing moments. I've had to grow up very quickly. Even though I'm only 18, I've had to learn how to take responsibility and just, take life as it's thrown at me and, move across obstacles and go on with my life and just do what I can. I know what a life-changing moment is because I've had 3 brain surgeries. Yeah, those were definitely moments that changed my life forever. When I was 12, sorry about that. When I was 12, I had my first brain surgery. I was in 8th grade, just started the 8th grade, and found out that I have an arachnoid cyst in my left middle fossa. Basically, it's just a big word for I have a cyst in my head. And it was putting pressure on my brain, and it was causing me headaches and causing me to pass out and faint and be dizzy and not concentrate and basically just slack in school altogether. And for the longest time, we just, the doctors chopped it up to just, oh, it's your hormones, you're hitting puberty, you're growing up, and it's just all that crap. But come to find out, when I was in gymnastics one day, I fell and smacked my head on the ground real hard, and my gymnastics teacher told me that I had to go get an CT scan done, otherwise I wasn't allowed to participate anymore. So finally I did, and got a phone call a couple days later, and they told me that I have an arachnoid cyst in my head, and not to be afraid, but I needed to go to a neurosurgeon to figure out what I could do and what was causing it, and all that good stuff. So I had my first surgery in March 22nd of 2010, and I was scared, very scared. I think everybody would be scared if, you did something new. In that surgery, they took a shunt, which is like a tube, and they placed it from right here as an incision to the top of my head, and basically they took it and they placed it into my cyst, and it allowed my cyst to drain into the top of my head to relieve pressure to help me not have headaches and be able to concentrate and actually be able to go to school without, being sent home from something. And then I went to school, and I was doing well, just doing very well, and got, sick again, and had to have another surgery, and that time they connected from this part of my shunt and connected a tube that runs all the way down across my chest and into my abdomen, and it drains into my abdomen, and that was doing pretty well for another 2 years, of course. And then March of this year, actually, I had my last surgery, and so far, so well. Fingers crossed. It seems every 2 years I have to have another surgery, so I'm just hoping this is my last one. But life-changing moments are definitely something that I can relate to. If I didn't have the surgeries, I would have died, and I'm glad I had the surgeries, even though I was scared. If they told me that I was about 3 days from the cyst rupturing in my head and dying, of course, which is really scary when you think about it. But my neurosurgeon saved my life, and I'm able to live every day, and I'm very grateful for that. Anyways, these surgeries changed my life for the better, and I know that's really weird to say because who wants to have brain surgery, especially 3 times? But it made me want to become a doctor, and made me want to be able to help like I was helped. I was scared, and I was in pain, and I was in a lot of chaos, and everything was going on. My parents were scared, I was scared, everybody was scared. But the nurses and doctors, they held my hand and they helped me through it, and I'm very grateful for that. And they made me feel they made me feel good. They made me feel not to be scared, and they made me want to move on and fight and to survive. And I think that's why I've had 3 brain surgeries. I think God had a plan for me, and I think the plan was He wanted me to be able to look firsthand into what it's like, and He wanted me to be able to take my life-changing moments